with a yo-ho-ho, it's Tale of the Toaster. And, yeah, sorry about the unexplained absence. I know that quite a lot of you have been wondering where I am, why I've not been uploading, and to be honest, I've been wondering the same questions. I don't really know completely, but I am uploading this video to shed some light on where I've been, you could say. And so, well, I mean, I guess I'll start with the light-hearted absence. Yeah, I went to Robot Wars filming again. It's a great show, you know. It's really good. I went to Glasgow to watch the filming of that again, and they're having a Christmas special this year. So if you're in Britain, don't miss it. Robot Wars Battle of the Stars. It's got celebrities like like the Brownlee brothers. It's got some people, but anyways, that took up all of about 3 days, so that's not really an issue. There has definitely been one pressing private issue which I'm not going to go into detail about on the channel. I wouldn't really know what to say about it even if I did yet. But we'll just overlook that one. But there was a thing. The one I can say most openly is everyone's favourite excuse, the obvious one, university. I'm sure you all saw that coming. It didn't really faze me in regards to uploading last year because the workload in the first year of a marketing course it's pretty light. And then when semesterization kicks in the second year, you find yourself with a whole lot more to do immediately. Like you get assignments on the very first week of coming back. But YouTubers, they do keep their channels going even when they're at university, and that's commendable. I can say I definitely didn't expect the workload of the university to be quite so immediate. But I guess the other reason I use it as an actual excuse, well, there's a couple of things I could say, but I guess one that I could say is that on this course, I find myself working a fair bit harder than everyone else to get the same grade as them, and that's because I don't go to a particularly famous or credible university. I had my reasons for picking the one that I did. I could have gone to better ones, but I made this choice for a reason. But you'll notice with my university that they tend to keep people on the course that just shouldn't really be at university in the second year. If I'm going to be completely blunt, I'm a dry British YouTuber. It's the point for me to be blunt. But yeah, I didn't really expect when I came to this university. I didn't realise that to get their £9,000 a year tuition fees out of as many people as possible, they would literally keep people who really aren't that intelligent on the course just to extract money from them. I thought all of them at least had some sort of standard, and that the weakest students would be booted out at the end of the first year. But rather, this one's really keen to get everybody's money. And when you're on a course like marketing, which has a lot of group work, and it also asks you to form your own groups, and I was that guy in the very first week of university, and he's like, oh yeah, these guys seem like good workers, I could go with them, but well, there's going to be more students outside of the welcome week. I think I might be able to hold on for some people I've got more in common with. No, by waiting the extra year, that meant that I was permanently stuck with people on the marketing course who aren't very good at marketing. So the fact that I'm immovably doing group work in these groups, I have to pull my weight quite a lot. And so essays and group presentations that are meant to be a piece of cake end up being the hardest things to do in the whole course. Anyway, that's just a bit of a ramble as to why I'm finding university a little tougher than I'm supposed to do. I find myself being the camel that carries the heavy bags for the lazy Egyptians. So that's one thing. And also because it's the second year, and I do want to do a work placement year, that means I have to apply for a lot of job placements. And wow, nobody told me that just any job you want to apply for at a placement or graduate level, they just make you do a 45-minute maths test. And if you're not very good at it, then they don't have you. Like, I saw applications go live for a computing company, IBM, and they play a fairly pivotal role in a game I've been playing called Steins Gate. So I was like, oh great, I'll work for IBM. And then, good God, the standards are off the charts. And again, if I was at a better university, then they'd actually have courses to teach you how to do these online numbers tests, I should call them. It's not really maths, it's more finding patterns. But I haven't done maths since I was in school, so I've gone into this unprepared, and so I've had to be applying for quite a lot of positions to stand a chance of actually getting one. Well, I did get to an assessment centre at one point, and one of the nicest things was I got to talk about you guys. They asked me for a presentation about a personal achievement, and I thought, 1,000 subs here, this is pretty good. I like engaging with my audience. I got to give a presentation to professionals about you. So that's nice. But I still didn't get in. It was good though, because, you know, there were 4 people there and 1 job going. So as soon as that happened, I'm like, right, I'm not getting in there then. But anyway, just the process of applying for those jobs takes more time beyond the actual university course itself. But I've already made it through 7 bloody minutes of this video, and all I've done is talked about university. So that's enough about what's been keeping me away for now. And then now what I want to talk about is more the psychological side of why I haven't done anything over the past 2-ish months. And that is that I had a plan for my next Let's Play. Because I kind of base my YouTube channel around Inazuma 11. It's my favourite gaming series aside from Smash, and I'm pretty much the only person who covers it this thoroughly, aside from maybe, you know, Kisiza and Ryukario, but Ryukario got there after me. I was first, and Kisiza only does the Go games, and it was more a case of getting there first rather than putting the focus on entertainment from my perspective. So I want to be the best Inazuma 11 YouTuber on the planet, but I also don't want to alienate the people who subscribe to me for not Inazuma 11, because, you know, it's not that unrealistic that people might not like football. But so that's why I came up with an idea. And as soon as I finished Let's Play Inazuma 11 2, I scripted an update video. In fact, I went so in-depth scripting it that it actually would have been quite a tedious editing job just for an update video. The point where I never actually did it on time. And the reason for that is because the project I wanted to do after Inazuma 11 2, I wanted to put it down to a vote. And the 2 games that I had in mind were Final Fantasy Chocobo Tales, something I mentioned in a previous update video, and that's a really under-repped Final Fantasy game on the DS. It's pretty much not even there on YouTube. Like, even when I was looking for footage for this update video, all they had was like 2006 IGN trailers, and I'm like, right, well, this is my chance to make it. But the reason I didn't immediately jump into it is because I'm not that familiar with Final Fantasy, and parts of it would have needed post-commentating, basically. It would have needed a bit of time and research putting into it before I could get that off the ground. And so that's why I wanted to present it as a vote, and my other option was going to be another level 5 game, which is actually quite linked to the Inazuma 11 series, and it's called Little Battler's Experience. I'll just give a summary of what happens in this game, and I think you'll immediately understand why I like it. It is a game made by the developers of Inazuma 11 where robots battle one another. That's all you need to know. Of course I was going to like little battlers experience. And so that was going to be the alternative. And so it was going to be a choice between quite a short game that I needed to put research into to get started. And also, I don't really know much about Final Fantasy, so maybe you guys wouldn't have liked it, I don't know. And the other option was a game which I also really like, but it's really long. LBX is a very... It took me nearly 30 hours to complete it on my playthrough. I like it very much, and I would enjoy doing a full project of it. But obviously, my channel centres around Inazuma 11 at the heart of it. And so my worry with LBX is that I wanted to do Inazuma 11.3 over the summer, just like I did Inazuma 2. That worked out really well. I was uploading every 2 days. It was perfect. And so I wanted to do the same with the sequel, and then either Final Fantasy or LBX would keep me going until then. But that's when I started uni and I realised how busy I was going to be over this term, and as the days passed, I started to think, you know, if it ends up being LBX, I don't think I'd actually have the time to finish this project before the summer rolls around. And if it's Final Fantasy, I'll start doing my research and get ready for the LP. And by the time I'm ready to start it, it might be time for Inazuma 3. So in the end, I just kind of left the channel a bit dormant without saying anything. I had these 2 ideas, and neither of them were going to work if I wanted to do Inazuma 11.3 on time. And so now it's like a question of, well, what do I do? Do I bring Inazuma 3 forwards? Do I just take an extended hiatus until the summer? And then something else got thrown into the mix, which has made it even harder to figure out what I'm going to do, and that's why it's taken me so long to make an update video. I guess I'll just move away from the content for now and just make this an announcement in and of itself. Now, there is a company called Wild Packs, and the point of that company is that if you sign up with them and give them about 300 quid, then they will get you a job over the summer on an American summer camp. And I only found out about this because I was going to a placement fair to figure out what kind of year-long jobs I could be applying for. But then I spoke to the Wild Packs guys and I thought, you know what? Spending the summer in America working, that sounds great, actually, especially when I looked more into it. And well, I don't really enjoy marketing that much at university, as you might be able to tell, but what I did really enjoy at college was my media diploma. That was the time of my life. And obviously I love doing YouTube, so once I found out that I could go to an American summer camp to teach kids how to make films and edit them with them, I thought, well, this sounds like a great job and just a great way to spend the summer. And so I applied and I got accepted. And this 2017 summer, I will be spending 2 months in the state of Maryland at a summer camp called Summer at Sandy Spring. And I'll be teaching kids how to make films and edit them with them, and that sounds like a blast. The downside there is, well, yeah, it's a summer camp. It's most definitely in the summer, right when I planned to do Inazuma 11.3. So now, not only had my, until summer project been impeded, but also my summer project had been impeded. It's not impossible for me to maybe keep making content in America, but it's hard to know yet because I'll be living at the camp. I don't know if I'll have roommates. I don't know if there'll be really thin walls and there'll be people listening in. I can't see into the future. I don't know whether or not it will be possible to make content while I'm in America. But I have to kind of assume the worst and say that while I'm in America for 2 months, probably won't be able to do much YouTubing. And so I still really want to do Inazuma 11.3 because I loved Let's Playing Inazuma 11.2. And so I am kind of thinking the best course of action would be to start that Let's Play soon. I say soon because I still, well, let's just say that group work isn't finished yet. And, this is only the first semester of university. God knows what the second semester is going to be like. But it is my intention to get started with Let's Play Inazuma 11.3 relatively soon. I think I'm not setting it in stone yet because, life just messes you around sometimes, you know that? Sometimes you just can't tell what's around the corner. But I'll just focus a little bit on that. If you are if you're close to the Maryland area, then just let me know. Maybe we'll be able to meet up. I will want to explore America. I'm not just gonna go there, work, and then leave. You are allowed to stay at camp for a little bit longer after the job ends, and most importantly, I say I want to meet people. I'm not expecting people to just go, "Yo, Taylor the Toaster, I'm your subscriber. Do you wanna go to the pub?" Yeah, they're really gonna say that in America. Do you wanna go to a pub? No, but Super Smash Con. That sounds great, and that is in Maryland in August 2017 over a weekend. I work weekdays. I will be there in August. I see absolutely no reason why I won't be at Super Smash Con in 2017. So if any of you American viewers are hoping to go there, I'll probably be there too, and I'll need a doubles partner if you're entering the tournament. But so yeah, if you're looking forward to Smash Con, I'll hope to see you there. And so that's pretty much it for America. So the idea is I know it's 2 Inazuma 11 LPs back to back, that's not the best for everyone, but in return I have seen a lot of comments. I've had quite a lot of comments saying, "Yo, Tail, are you going to do Inazuma 11.3? I've not been having, "Tail, are you going to do another Let's Play?" comments. I've been having, "Tail, are you going to do Inazuma 11.3 comments?" So it's quite clear that the demand is there anyway. But I still can't say for sure when that's going to start. But what I can say is what's going to be happening in the meantime. And so I have a couple of small plans for the rest of the year and early next year. Firstly, probably it's sometime before Christmas, I want to put out a top 10 games I played in 2016. And this is a topic which I always say to countdown makers like Stelio7 and Digital Tie, don't do it, because it gets out of date really quickly, and they spend hours and hours editing segments for this countdown, which literally, by the time they release it, it goes out of date in a week. So why is it that the only and first stroke only countdown on my YouTube channel would be the exact topic I try to tell people not to do, excluding top 10 boss battles and top 10 worst boss battles and any cliche inserted boss battle? I'm sick of those countdowns, but that's a digression. I actually gained a little bit of inspiration last year when I was watching Noggin. Actually, he's a great guy. He plugged chaps, he's a legend. But he did a top 10 games I played in 2016, and he didn't go all out with the editing. He just did it as a vlog, kind of like I'm doing now, with barely even any gameplay footage on screen. He just talked about the games he'd enjoyed this year. And I have enjoyed a lot of games this year. Like, I'm making a top 10 here, and I'm struggling to compress the amount of games I've played into a top 10. In fact, I've had to make it one per franchise just to make it viable. So this isn't going to be like a big Tale of the Toaster debut solo countdown. It's not going to have much in the way of editing. Each segment will probably just be one continuous clip of gameplay to save time, because I'll be busy over Christmas, you know. But I have a lot of opinions to express about the games I've played this year, and I want to provide some content. So that's something you should be seeing relatively soon. It's almost scripted. I just need to wait until I'm back at home to start recording it, because as you might be able to hear, there's a lot of echo in this student flat. I'd rather do it at my mum's house where the echo is just gone, and that's also where I prefer to start Inazuma 11-3 and do the mini LP, which is going to happen at some point either this year or early next year, because that's something I can just record in one go and upload it. So that I've got no excuse not to do that quickly. So yeah, top 10 games I played in 2016, just to express the sheer number of great games I played this year. That's something that I can promise will close off the channel for this year. And there will be stuff on my collab countdown channel, challenges approaching. We've got a top 5 in the works where I have quite a central role I've written myself into. And if you missed it, our most recent countdown was hosted by me. It was the top 5 Zelda towns and villages, and I think it was a good one. So you should check that out. I'm not going to put an annotation on screen because then I'd have to find the right part, but it will be in the description. Watch that, and there'll also be lots of chats plays to come. I've been a little bit demotivated with editing them lately because we recorded so many in real life, and I've just not had the time to do it. But I'm sure that once I start recording Let's Plays again, I'll be able to get back on with releasing the chaps plays that we've recorded as well. And so that's basically what to expect. I can finally say that also, if you're a robot fan, I know I've got like one robot fan in the audience and he'll already know about this, but I suggest, even if you're not a Robot Wars fan, just check out a channel called A Heap of Games, because he is a British gameplay guy, kind of like myself, except he has way higher production values, way more skits, way more everything good, but with less subscribers. It's just, sometimes you think that my channel's small, then you look at this, when it's a channel that tries way harder for less reward. But the reason I say specifically to check it out is not only because his series called Banter Wars is one of the best series on YouTube, but also because I'm going to be getting involved with it in the near future. It's a tournament on a game called Robot Arena 2, so I've already made a robot and submitted it to him. I'll also be submitting my own little skit to introduce myself and my robot. And he's just finished Banter Wars 2, so that was a tournament, and there will be both the Banter Wars 2.5, which will probably feature my robot, but not really feature me much, and then sometime in the distant future there'll be Banter Wars 3, where my robot will be aiming to take the title, and I'll have an appearance in it myself. So that's something to look forward to, and especially with Banter Wars 2.5, there will be a tag team competition, and yes, Daniel Philpott, I'm still on board to team up with your robot. So that's basically everything I needed to say, except for December 28th and 29th. If you're in the UK, watch the Robot Wars Celebrity Special, Robot Wars Robot Wars Battle of the Stars. Watch it! Alright, so I hope you get the general gist of where I've been and what's coming. This has been Tale of the Toaster, spending 25 minutes talking about the fact that I've been gone, but hopefully that's something you've been looking forward to. So do come back for the top 10 games I've played in 2016, and then look forward to a mini LP, and eventually, hopefully, Inazuma 11-3, if nothing gets in the way. See you later!